Yeah, I don't need to swap things around too much here. But Lilgun's already banned 2 of the heroes Fnatic just played, both the SF and the Dawnbreaker out. SF was a bit of an issue. Yeah, I think we can admit that he was hard to get to and he was hard to kill, and just too much damage. Plus, this hero could still build into a Silver Edge if you want to really take down that Enchantress. Lifestealer and the Bloodseeker.
Okay. They go for a Mars. This time around, they're gonna have a little bit more lockdown on their offlaner. It's just not gonna be straight up damage attempt from that one. I like it. I actually think it's pretty decent. If it is a core Enchantress again, it will actually have a some kind of a damage dealer, someone who can finish people off. You get one hero dead, and then the constant output of the Enchantress damage can come into play. If that is the way that they're gonna be going through this one.
Kind of depends on the next pick here from Fnatic. Go for the Mirana. They've got the Primal Beast they can flex around. Armel's played it mid. DJ's played it as a support. Daniel also has played Primal Beast before, so that could be anything. KP maybe. Leshrac could go mid or safe lane, so a lot of options open. Lilgun with the Monkey King. I believe that is now Say Enchantress.
Yep, most likely gonna be the case. Primal Beast, though, if it is an offlane Primal Beast, does okay against the Monkey King. It does okay against the Monkey King throughout the game because you can stomp the trees down and get him down to the ground. So that is something that the Monkey King is gonna have to be wary of, his trees being cut down in this game, especially you're playing against the Nyx, you're playing with the Mars, you're playing against the Primal Beast and the Lesh. A lot of possibilities for the enemies to scout you and for you to be brought down from the trees. Plus, Lilgun don't have that fat frontliner that you want to commit on if you're Fnatic, so I'm not the biggest fan of the Monkey King pick here.
5 seconds.
I guess it's protecting the Mars at least, not to get countered in the lane, but still, yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with here. Mars is still also pretty decent against the Monkey King as well. Arena cuts down trees. A bit of anti-synergy too. Because, you know, Monkey King who likes to hit, sit in the trees, wait for the fight to get to you, or where you want to direct the fight to, and Monkey King can then land the Wukong's command. You kind of have to wait for that first before the arena is dropped down. Maybe
it used to be worse. It used to be worse. They reduced the range of the trees that die when the Mars pops this arena. It used to be so huge that it was almost unplayable. When you have a Mars on your team, you're like waiting for the arena in the trees, and you're almost always gonna be put down.
Yeah.
If you're anywhere close to it. It has been changed. I don't want to say recently. It has been quite time from it. So you know, at least you can play, but it's not ideal. Still, as soon as you see the arena, you don't stay in the trees. You jump with the Primal Spring towards it, and then you use the Wukong's command. That's how you play these two heroes together. So it can be done.
At least they can split their fight in like 2 different directions. Arena elsewhere, Monkey King ulti on the other, and maybe allows the Monkey King to focus on these big targets on the side, force them on the move, allows Mars to reposition. Or look for a better opener for his ult. It just kind of adds a lot into it, but there is the anti-synergy combined that if they go at the same time, it usually leads into disaster. You get a good ulti off, and I just stunned my own carry. It's like, ugh.
This could be another Rubik game for Lilgun, depending on what Fnatic pick. If it's a hero that has high base attack damage, I think you go for the Rubik. Rubik Mars is a great lane. Monkey King, Tusk, and the Mars seem like they're most likely going to be cores here. So what you're gunning for is a hero that can secure the lane for the Mars and has a lot of impact later on in the game. We saw that Ace knew what he was doing with the Rubik. Obviously wasn't good enough, but still, it's not that bad of a pick. Okay, T8.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, it's not a hero you want to pick a Rubik into.
Yeah, that's a great pick. There's nothing that handles this Templar Assassin currently. Completely unchecked.
Jakiro for...
Jakiro is probably the one I'm thinking about here.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's actually really good with the Mars Arena as well. And just doing the damage there. But then you're relying on the arena so much. When there's no arena, the lockdown won't be there. I'll go for the bat. So they put the Tusk into the... Yeah, they put the Tusk into the support role.
There's also a good option here. So 4-2-3 Monkey King, Ikigai mid Mars, 11 for the offlane Bat Rider. And now, where do they put the Lesh and the TA? They could still swap around. Like, TA could go mid, Lesh can go safe lane. Could put it the other way around too.
I don't know how familiar DJ is between of the laning of Nyx Assassin versus the Bat. You start off with the mana burn, you get the sticks early on, and the Bat cannot lane. So given that the Nyx Assassin would naturally lane with the TA, I think there's no reason to swap out the lanes. The Nyx Assassin and the TA should be doing well there. I actually expected Lilgun to put the Bat Rider in mid so that you secure he has a good game against the Nyx Assassin. It's not gonna happen if DJ plays it properly. I just want to see what he takes level 1.
I would have almost put the Lesh against the Bat Rider, but I guess Fnatic is feeling comfortable with this TA pick against 11's Bat.
I mean, there's still an opportunity for Gabby to go into the mid lane, but either way, you know, Lesh can be annoying to the Bat in the side lanes, because whenever you start getting chased, you max out your Diabolic Edict against the hero. When you start getting chased, you pop the Edict and the Bat Rider cannot pursue any longer. By the time he gets on top of you, he's already taken way too much damage.
Well, game 2 time with these two drafts as a whole. Are we seeing a 2-0?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm not the biggest fan of the Bat Rider pick. Yes, it does counter the TA somewhat, but I think Fnatic have more than enough to deal with the hero, and it's not even gonna be in the mid lane, so BKB is almost never gonna come up. Even if the Bat Rider has a good lane, he is still gonna be struggling in this game with so many stuns and potential for him to die.
Another thrilling match awaits us.
Well, if there are any Lilgun believers in chat, make yourselves known. The team will need your support to tie this one up.
You just want 3 points in the chat, Panda. I mean, that's a... Oh, come on, Panda. That's not a nice move towards our viewers.
Okay. That's a weird flex. Well, Fnatic is going to be walking into Lilgun here. And a full-on battle for the start of this game. DJ slowed up by the enchant, 2-man stun. Lesh stun only does a limited amount, and 11 will find first blood, and Armel to fall as well. Yep. Bat with a double.
That's a big one, you know. Lilgun, last time around, them and Fnatic, they missed each other, and it was Fnatic that started off on the high ground, even though they were on the opponent's side of the map. This time around, Fnatic also tried with speed to get towards the high ground there, and then wait for Lilgun maybe to react or something, so that the same thing happens like last time. Though this time around, Lilgun were ready. They waited on their high ground, and Fnatic, they took the bait.
I didn't enjoy this.
And so the trap has been sprung. Lilgun scoring the first 2 kills.
And 11 got both of the kills. DJ didn't start off with the mana burn. This top lane is actually going to be decent for the Bat Rider, but they do swap things out. So it is going to be the Lesh and the Nyx, and their damage output is actually quite high against the Bat.
Januel was able to throw in the arrow towards the bottom rune to snatch it for himself, making it a 2 for 2. Ikigai with the body blocks here. Gabby is going to let one of the melee creeps through. Not sure if that was intentional or a bit of a mistake there with the blocking, but it will die the fastest. And side blade spills is what Gabby is looking for here. Won't be able to get to the range creep as Ikigai blocking him with the bonk. Get this one rolling out. But in the top lane, gotta keep your eyes open for those level 2s. Does the Bat Rider decide to push his advantage? Can he get close to Armel, who started off with Split Earth?
For Bat Rider, it's level 3 that you want to gun for. The Sticky Napalm, even if you put 10 stacks on someone, level 1 Sticky Napalm just doesn't do that much. But I guess the idea is Tusk, you need level 2. The Bat Rider, you need level 3. So that's what they're going to be gunning for when it comes to experience distribution.
Yep. Could just be the case. DJ already trapped inside the shards into a kill. One more hit required. Ace will get it. Also a very high damage roll because Nyx had already popped his salve. Armel is also getting burnt up, so it is the level 2 where they decide to go for the full-on fight. Already taking down one hero, but 11 in trouble. Can he get this Armel kill? He needs to get the Firefly. Armel burning up the stun from DJ, and he will be able to get this one. And that is a killing spree now for 11, and he even fends off DJ with his presence. Daniel almost
that
has also
works out. That works out for Lilgun. you could see just how small amount of damage the Lesh was taking, despite having like 6 napalm stacks on him, and that is just a level 1 napalm. Now it changes. The Batrider with the couple of kills at the start of the match, and now they get 2 kills as well. This is gonna be a great lane for them. I'm not sure how fast Fnatic can get to that point where they do massive amounts of damage, and especially with the Tranquil Boots, 11 really wants to continue the aggression.
KP also happy to interrupt the pull from Sei and farm the easy camp pull with the enemy creep wave with a trample. He started off with Uproar and Trample. I think he went Uproar because of the first blood. Or the first fight even. And no Onslaught for him. He's got the value point wrapped up. Let's see if he goes for a second point in Trample at level 3. Or does he really need the Onslaught? 11 diving under the tower once again. Snowball comes out. That will reset the tower aggro. And Armel's going to burn alive. Unless 11's going to drop first. Of dominating spree coming out now. Janual leaping around. Flame break comes out as well. DJ to drop. Janual still fighting against the Batrider. 140 HP. Ace is also going to be closing in. And Mirana is out of mana. That is going to be Janual's courier. Sorry, that is 11's courier killed by Janual. So he's going to miss out on a bit of regen.
If you ask the Lilgun, what would you like for Fnatic to give us in this game? It would be, they would say, multiple kills on the Batrider. And that is what is being given to them. If Lilgun lose this game after this kind of a start for the Bat, it means that Fnatic are just that much of a better team. And for Lilgun to win them, really a miracle would need to happen. So this is a perfect start. And they should be capitalizing on it. So we're gonna be looking at 11 for the continuation of this game.
Yeah, talking about Primal Beast as well, which 11 played last game. KP dies on the hero. Mars is also very low HP. Sitting in the mid lane versus the TA, but right now Tusk is in trouble. Janual. The snowball from Ace. Ace is still gonna get chased as Janual will get the leap to right click. Second kill for Fnatic, 7-2 on the board now. Lesh is not having a great time. Armel has a double wave under the tower. He's only got 9 last hits. 11 does get stunned up. Arrow is coming in as well. Influence to the split earth, and that will definitely relieve Armel a lot. They actually, it does go for Janual, but he was regenerating, so they just want to secure the hero dead. That's all they wanted.
It's still leaving KP to be absolutely trashed in the bottom lane. He's not getting anything. 13 last hits compared to the 22 of the Monkey King, who is also getting a full creep wave, 2 range creeps actually into his towers. So you are pushing back on the Batrider, but it's coming at a big cost.
Yeah. Yeah, that has been pretty annoying for Fnatic on their side lanes. Both of their heroes not having a great time. And now again. On to Ace. Janual with the short blank point range stun. Nice snowball dodge on the split earth and blocks him away with the shards. That's some good old Tusk gameplay you want to see.
Armel was counting on the fact that Ace might think he is just baiting out the split earth. But no, Ace didn't want to risk anything. He knew the snowball and well-placed shards save him either way, even if the Lesh was faking a stun.
Stun onto the Tusk, but Enchanted and a Centaur War Stomp actually reflects the damage back to the Enchantress's Enchanted Centaur, and DJ is down. Meanwhile, 11, Armel's just like, oh hell, screw this. I'm out of here.
He will come back soon, but he needs both the Nyx and the Mirana there to stay in the lane right now. The difference has been made. And I really don't like that the Nyx Assassin played without the mana burn against the Batrider. It's like the spell that completely crushes him in the lane. And because without the mana, the Batrider is just completely useless. But it is what it is. Fnatic will have to find another way to deal with the Bat from now on.
A lot of traffic in mid. Arena placed down. Gabby already walks out of it. 4-2-3 shows up in courier form. Gets the 2-man stun. Snowball connecting onto Gabby as well. They're going to drop the Wukong's command right under him. The shards are going to be blocking as well. Gabby trying to fight for his life here. He is melded. He is invis, but it's not enough. 11 still gets the kill. And that opens up the tower to be taken. That's a 7-minute mid-tier 1.
Yeah, he actually had an invis rune, no melt, but it doesn't matter. Still, they didn't have any vision, but really good placement of the flame break. 11 killed him there, even though he didn't know exactly where he was. And Armel now in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he does not have a teleport. He's gone. He is history for sure. Lilgun. He will get their 10th kill. 3K lead. Off to a good start.
Everything started with the Batrider getting 2 kills at the start. All of that created a chance for him to get some more kills on the top lane. You had to rotate Junuel towards there. That leaves KP to have a really bad time, and now Fnatic, all 3 of their cores are below the enemy counterparts. So, and you also have these heroes that kind of have to farm. The early greed of the TA and the Lesh is there, so it gives Lilgun time to actually think how they want to approach closing out even more parts of the map for Fnatic to come back into this.
I'll never bow. Better luck next time.
Dire's top tower is under siege. The Dusk is always ready for a fight.
Oh man, the Fnatic have to bring so many heroes if they want to kill anyone, and by bringing those heroes, it just means the rest of them that would want to farm the lanes, they're not gonna be able to do so, and their heroes just aren't that powerful to farm the wards other than Gabby right now. So
yeah.
it's a very unfortunate situation for them. They don't have that many plays until DJ is level 6, and even then, with all of the towers being up on the enemies, it's gonna be tough to get to any kind of a move. But Fnatic, they understand we have to do something, and they are running towards the Primal Beast. I like Armel and KP playing together because Gabby needs to hit creeps.
So does KP. He's got a lot of catching up to do. Armel, DJ towards the bot lane. 4-2-3 is the target. He has an OOC. That would enable heroes to rotate to help him with some kills because the minus armor can be very efficient here. DJ trying to look for a stun from the tree line. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Gabby being dove under the tower. Bird up. Snowball will connect as well. Ace getting some much needed experience out of this one if they can kill off Gabby, but that Glyph is doing some work. 4-2-3 did get killed as that fight at the top lane took place at the same time. So Fnatic getting a bit of luck here, trading carry for carry.
Gabby, for a second, he thought that he was safe because he had the illusion rune. So he's like, nah, they can't dive me. But the difference in strength is just way too big right now that he just can't survive the dive like that.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Now they finally get to approach on the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, open up the map a little bit for Fnatic. Lilgun, however, just focusing on the mid area of the map. They could potentially get some mobility out of smokes. Move around between the mid and the bottom lanes, but for now, they're just chilling.
The Ancients are blocked. The Ancients are blocked. That's the way to come back into the game. I don't know if they noticed it, considering the Junuel just moved right next to the sentry and didn't take it down. It is a problem.
Still a 3K lead for Lilgun. Despite Fnatic dodging all of their attempts to snowball. Does connect, but the onslaught still goes through. KP, but the pulverize. Armel could get a nice 2-man stun. Monkey King in trouble. He's still got the mischief, but he's not using it. Doesn't get to dodge the Leshrac Pulse Novas, and that's a 2-for-1 for Fnatic.
The turnaround was amazing. I guess you're not killing the highest net worth hero on the side of Lilgun, but you are hindering the Monkey King's timing on the Deso. He's going for the Deso. The reasoning behind it is because if there's no arena, they don't really have any AoE stuns to keep people in place. So he wants to kill that one hero fast at the start of the fight, and then the chase is on with the Batrider, with the Tusk. You can just get so many bonus kills.
Currently, Ikigai, he's got a shard on his mind with the Blink Dagger for this Mars. Would love to be able to initiate from a long distance. But are they going to smoke up with the hero once he gets the Blink Dagger? Because the timer might be a little bit off. It might be a bit of a late blink, considering to what he might have wanted to have. But he's still second in net worth. Now they're looking at Gabby in mid lane. Charge to block him away. The fire. This is basically a story of ice and fire. It's Gabby finally taken down. Arrow to connect onto 11 as well, but Januel and DJ a little bit too late for the party.
Even if they were there immediately, I don't think they would have been able to change much. The smoke pop just did the perfect timing for Lilgun, so they had the opportunity to get towards the TA. It's, oh man, Fnatic, they have nowhere to play. Armel is gonna have to do some heavy lifting, but before he gets the Bloodstone and the Blink, that's really not gonna be too possible for him to do. So Gabby, he needs to be the one that actually reads the movements from the opponents. Too hard to do so right now, given that you don't have your tier 1s on top in the mid lane.
Yep, nice combo there from Ace. Doesn't even give Januel the opportunity to blink away. Top lane, 4-2-3, DJ.
Bottom tower under fire.
Would like to see where the Monkey King is, but he does not have a Quelling Blade. He has no way to cut down
He
trees.
bought
It would
it
have
now.
to be KP who does it.
He bought it now. He forgot about it. Usually Nyx assassins will buy a Quelling Blade when playing against the Monkey King, but or even let's say a support Ricky or something along those lines. But DJ forgot about it. Now he's gonna buy it. So next time that he sees the Monkey King jumping through the trees, there actually is a chance for him to set up for a kill.
Yep. Even the best of us make mistakes sometimes.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
This is, I mean, tier 1 players always adjust. You can forget about some things. You don't have to play a perfect game, but if you adjust immediately, if you remember, oh yeah, that's how you do it, it's not gonna be that big of a deal that you missed one kill. You're gonna get another opportunity.
It's not a game-losing mistake, though, buying a 100 gold item. Imagine if it was. How small margins the game would actually be.
There are times in Dota when things like that can make a difference, but that is usually TI time when all of the teams are at their full potential. They know exactly what the other guy is gonna do, and then those small things change things.
Sir, you forgot your null talisman here. Armel.
Needs an ult tally.
Good, sir. Sending the courier for it. And send the courier back to him to deliver the null talisman. Okay, interesting micro. Now it's in his backpack and into his inventory. Okay.
Yeah. What's my purpose? You deliver null talismans. Oh my god. Yeah, that courier doesn't really have a good life, man. Armel was right next to the null and like, nah, I'm not gonna even look at it.
That's how you're like, you throw something on the ground and you're like, I'm not running back to pick it up. You pick it up for me. And sends his courier to do all the dirty work.
And I'm a younger of the siblings in my home, so I don't like that. You know, it was actually me picking things up.
So you cosplay Armel from time to time?
No, I cosplay his courier.
Okay. Alright. Januel getting slapped down by Ikigai and the rest of the boys. 4 versus 1. Not much of a chance for the Mirana to live. DJ could just go in Vendetta, but Gabby gotta be careful here. Shards are flying out. It's gonna block the exit. Here comes Armel with the fresh Bloodstone. And KP as well. Nice initiation from Fnatic from 2 separate angles. There's the lasso with the BKB. Tries to cliff Armel. Doesn't work out. Mars is about to drop. Monkey King joining the fight. Armel dropping very low on HP. And he's not able to get out of the Wukong's command. 11 is surprised here by DJ. DJ gets a stun onto 2. Gabby finally gets the dish out damage and gets himself a kill. Slow onto the Enchantress as well. Looking for the side blade spell. Doesn't quite connect, but Januel, he can just body block this Enchantress. A meld strike flying through. Arrow in 5 seconds. DJ is going to be there. This Enchantress should be history. Making it a 3rd kill for Fnatic. Eventually. Or are they even going to get it, actually? Oh, no. Oh, no. Gabby gave up on the chase.
He's like, these ancient creeps are more valuable than the Enchantress, and it's even a question if I'll be able to get that one down. I think Lilgun, they knew it was their timing, so they're like, wherever we fight, however we fight, it's not gonna work out. But actually, both of the things were going up against them. They were running up the high ground, and they got stunned immediately before the fight started. So they actually had to pop a few seconds of the BKB of the Batrider to actually get on top of the hero they were looking for. And in the end, it was only Armel. It's not like they caught Gabby. So it allowed Fnatic to position accordingly in that fight. And after the BKB was out for the Batrider, you just win it. So Lilgun got ahead of themselves. There's no way you can just run into the triangle like that and the enemies be completely ready this early in the game and it works out for you. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, currently a bit of an intro boys situation for Lilgun because they were 4K ahead already, but we're not even at the start of mid-game. Their lead is diminishing. They will get DJ. Januel also in the top lane. 11 moving about in the Roche Pit area. They can actually do this. They have a Dessa on the MK.
This is big. You're playing against the TA lineup, against TA, against the Ursa lineups. Taking away the Roach from them is a big deal. Tag team. It is not maxed out, only level 1, but still with the Deso, the Roach should fall without much issue. You also have the Enchantress to tank it.
At least they have the arrow to give information, and now they're just splitting, farming jungle, farming triangle, pushing the top lane, and give away the Aegis for 4-2-3 on the Monkey King. He is yet to score a kill this game on the MK.
At this point already, Fnatic needs to be looking into the future. The second Roche cannot be given to the enemies. That's just how TA lineups work. So we'll see if they make it work, but they have to position themselves accordingly in the next couple of minutes and get the vision necessary around the pit.
That is 2 stuns. Attempt on the Batrider, of which 1 only connects. The arrow, they did miss the stun when he was still in the jungle. Now the rest of Lilgun, they've already stacked up together. The bodyguard has arrived for 11. KP sitting under the tier 2 tower, ready to onslaught whenever necessary. He will go for the juke path around and let this tier 2 tower be set to fall.
Armel is going to be a problem in this game. He's going for a BKB. I think that's the target that you target with the Monkey King. You see him being in front, you go Wukong Cement stun, and you pray that he dies during the duration of your stuns. Maybe even get the blink on the bat, get the lasso, use everything on Armel. If he dies, Fnatic don't really have much to fight with. They're not going to have the AoE damage necessary to win.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage. Dire's top tower is under siege.
The game is at a 50-50 probability. Which 50 do you go for, Harry? Are you still on the Fnatic train?
Yeah, I mean, I think Fnatic are just showing that they're a much better team, given that Lilgun got everything they ever could have wanted from the laning phase, and they still didn't manage to capitalize it on the early mid game. I think the movements, the vision, they favor Fnatic, especially you have 2 Invis heroes, and at some point they are going to be finding the initiation. Still, the thing that goes into favor of Lilgun is that they control the top part of the map and the tier 2 is gone. So if they secure the second Roche, I think that is the one path to victory they can take.
Path to victory for sure. Lilgun gonna have to face off against that big power spike on this TA soon. He's gone for a bit of a different route in his item build. He's gone for the BKB first, and that might just allow him to fight a bit longer. Snowball from Tussin. Here comes the BKB. Lasso from a million miles away, connecting onto the TA. TA in big trouble. Cabby trying to man fight against all of them, but he will lose his life in the process. He'll take down Ace, but he will lose his life for it. DJ with the stun onto Armel, ready to turn around. Charge coming in from KP. Beautiful battle here. Aegis will be burnt out. They will look for the second. Now Mars is down. 11 has nothing to do with this. And 4-2-3 trying to make a run for it. He's jumping. He's jumping back and forth, trying to go for the TP away, and will be able to.
Oh, DJ couldn't get there. His blink constantly being cancelled out,
Yep.
and if he didn't manage to jump there and cut the tree, it would have been death for the Monkey King.
And now DJ versus the Bat. Gonna make a run for it. There's no escape.
He's being very annoyed by this flame break, really. He thought, okay, it's a bad time and Nyx, I'm gonna crush this guy in the game. His lane didn't go well. Now in the game, the flame break isn't allowing him to go for a blink. This time around to run away. Last time, it was actually him wanting to take down the Monkey King, and that's not gonna be happening either.
Bit of a spread around the map. Sneaky guy tries to go for the play on KP, but he's unfazed. BKBs and walks out. Not even the onslaught away, like, oh, I need to get the heck out of here. He's just chilling, just walking.
He understands this tankiness. If the enemies start committing super hard after the arena was used like that, Lilgun will lose the fight. So he was waiting to see, and his team as well, if the enemies are gonna be coming forward.
They're sitting in mid. DJ goes for the early stun. 4-2-3 wants to go into the Wukong's command. Arrow onto Tusk in trouble. Armel with a Bloodstone. He's only taking a couple early hits. SC, Pulverize, Primal Beast in trouble. KP, does he have any backup? They're a bit too far away. Ikigai, remember, he does not have an arena. He just used it on top of Genuel. Going to be taken down. Gabby with a DT rune. Only gets a couple hits in, and Armel is going to be TPing away. Ikigai needs 5 seconds. Armel coming from the other side. Oh, has he gone too far? Or is it just a bait? Armel going to get speared up as well into the Boundless Strike. And Essie comes in for the kill. And now Gabby, he feels like he's the only man surviving. But he will not even get to live his entire life through. Lilgun will be able to take the entire team with them. DJ.
Oh,
that's looking like a team wipe now as DJ does get the blink out in time. 4-2-3 chasing him down. Boundless Strike is on cooldown, but here's the Mars. Carapace forced out, speared to the wall, and that is a team wipe. They're all dead.
Armel really didn't want to pop the BKB in that fight, and he got it down from the cliff, man, like nerves completely, stone cold. But the thing is, when he came to re-engage, he didn't want to pop the BKB as well. And after that stun, when the fight was already coming to an end, no more supports to take the damage for you, it was just impossible for him to survive. So Armel still has a 9-second BKB, but it comes at a huge cost, and that's going to be his life.
4,000 lead again for Lilgun. They are getting back what they started off at the start of this game. Got themselves that early double kill at the very beginning of the game for 11, and slowly building up from there. Fnatic showing some strength to fight back, but now going back in Lilgun's favor.
Fnatic weren't able to capitalize on their timings. The TA BKB, the Lesh BKB didn't really give anything to them in the fights. And you know, they still have these vision heroes, but with the gem coming out, the team that is gonna be having better vision of the map is actually Lilgun. And when you look at the team fight potential of both teams, Lilgun have the strongest one. It comes down to if Fnatic can initiate properly against superior vision, they won't be able to.
They had deep vision here inside the topside jungle, but Armel has already gone back to base. TP's coming in onto bottom. They want to get KP's Primal Beast. He's got Onslaught available right now, and he's going to able to BKB charge away. Stun will not quite land on the target. He's on the run. Trying to make his way away. Ace throws in the dust. Spotted the beast. He does have Uproar. Won't use it. He also tried to Onslaught, but he does end up getting lassoed before that. Pulverize will get some damage in, but there's nobody here. Meanwhile, in mid, they're setting to attack onto the tier 1 tower, so KP has bought a lot of time, and now they want to initiate. Ikigai coming in with the arena. Spear onto Taye. Gabby with the BKB. 4-2-3 charging in with Magic Immunity. Goes straight for DJ. Wants the next assassin out of the way, and no leaps on Januel. Do they know about it? 11 coming in from the side as well.
Yeah, it's a force.
Might just have to suffice with a courier kill. Januel won't be able to get that one for him. Gabby on the long side of the jungle. Fnatic, well, they were able to disengage from this. They did not get the tower, however. So
yep.
KP's life, was it in vain?
Yeah, I think it was. It started off good with Fnatic, because they forced a lot of heroes towards the bottom lane, which is somewhere that Lilgun don't want to be. But because they overextended for that tower, they got punished for it. And 4-2-3 in a good position to punish even more.
See what they can do here. Boundless Strike into the wave. Would have looked at heroes being targeted by that stun, but right now it doesn't look like Januel's TP cancelled. Armel is out. And so are the rest of the cores. They are jumping on top of the Mars in the mid lane, though. Ikigai not feeling too healthy. TJ, KP, both right on top of him. And the Carapace bonk into a right click from KP to finish off the Mars.
Nicely done there. Fnatic are trying to, with speed, movement around the map to punish Lilgun, and that is pretty good because they do have really, really good pickup potential. Stun into an arrow or stun into a stun from the next assassin in the Lesh. It can always get a kill on the hero. And this mid lane tower falling, okay, now they get it. Fnatic, this is the important part. This allows them to possibly fight Roche. We're seeing they're focusing on the outpost as well. This next Roche is of the utmost necessity for them to get it. If they lose a fight there and the enemies claim it, it's gonna be very hard to come back into the game. Oh, we have two Roches Panda here. The one is
All right.
a little bit nervous though, going left and right. But still,
Well, hello there.
when the monkey gets the Scotty, it changes things so much. Some multiple force staffs are gonna be needed on the other side. Mirana, the only one that has it. The Nyx is building towards it, but he's gonna be needing some time. This is a problem. Fnatic, they know they have to fight, but they're not sure how to do it.
Yeah, that's going to be a big difference maker. Get the Scotty. More tankiness, more slows, the regen reductions. Lesh is not going to have a great time with it. This Roshan is slowly falling. Fnatic still playing cautious in the mid lane. Expecting a smoke gank. It's going to be too late. Roshan is down.
They can fight still.
Depends on who they fight against. Who do they end up fighting first? SC is gone and Monkey King is gone. They're going to make a move. DJ going to spot the Mars. He's going to go in. Oh, he blinks out. Good reaction.
That ends it. I mean, Lilgun knew that they were coming because there's a gem on the Mirana and they were going next to a sentry and the creep stopped and killed the sentry. So that's why Lilgun were aware that something was coming their way.
Yeah, DJ also did not use Vendetta there. So he just came from smoke popping into the stun, so Mars had time to react.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Sees the direction where the stun's coming from.
The smoke from the other side. They just waited to see someone on the top lane. As soon as the Primal Beast appeared, they were ready for it. They were waiting, and now they're going. Is this gonna be fast enough? Say showed himself. So Fnatic should have an idea, but you always have to be greedy in these situations when you're losing the game to stay a little bit longer and hope that your support will be breaking the smoke.
Yeah, that's Monkey King in the bot lane. DJ finds 11 and 4-2-3. He's going to get the chance to stun both of them because they didn't find him in time. BKB from Armel, though. He's going to have to teleport away, and he's going to be close to falling here, but I don't have the damage for it. DJ, however, killed mid-air.
Ace made the mistake there. He went for a snowball onto the next assassin and put the bat in it. The second that Armel saw that one, BKB TP out. He knew there was nothing that was going to stop him because the bat was way too far away. So a slight mistake from Lilgun caused them the kill on the Armel, but they still take a part of the map back. I like what Fnatic is doing though. They're constantly pushing the top lane when they see that the heroes are on the other side. You have to delay the Sagas, but even if you do, your timings are gone. That's the big problem for Fnatic.
See what they can do with this. There's a 4-man smoke in mid. Mars has been patient. Very, very patient. And he finds KP. He's got Ace to go alongside with him. And well, 4-2-3 with Boundless Strike. This Primal Beast didn't even get the chance to recover from all those stuns.
That's a pretty perfect stun lock. You know,
yeah,
very rarely you see those like pixel perfect on all of them.
Always nice to watch, especially if the hero basically dies from 100 to 0 with it.
Yep. And
you
also
walk away with like 100 HP. That's when you start to feel bad. Like, oh, we did everything right.
Gotcha.
Yep. They really did do everything right on the side of Lilgun. Starting off with the Mars arena or spear into the arena, something that's not that easy to do.
Yeah, this one they're not as lucky with because Leshrac teleports away just as the Boundless Strike's about to connect. Lilgun invading the triangle currently, trying to take the map away from Fnatic. Fnatic does have that deep ward in the Radiant jungle, however. We also have this interesting stairs exit ward as well. Placed down by Ace.
Okay, triangle taken. That is the that was the goal from like the start when they started having the a good time in the game. Get the triangle, have control over it, and then you can move anywhere you want on the map. They have catch potential. They can stay and farm. They don't really have to hurry. But considering they have an Aegis, Lilgun are most likely gonna be looking for fights or tower pushes. It seems like the latter will be the choice.
4-2-3 already pushing in mid. The creeps have arrived, so the backdoor protection is off. Fnatic playing very cautiously right now. They haven't given away any of their cores in the last few engagements. And they really need to rely on the power of the TA, the power of the Leshrac. Say, bound first. There's the onslaught charging in onto the bound beat. Force staff comes out. BKB on BKB action. 1-2-3 and KP both there, but they will stun DJ. DJ's the one to get lassoed as well. 11. Not sure if that was the right target, the lasso. That's a 100-second cooldown, but at least they will secure the next kill. Now it's just down to Fnatic. Do they wait for the next and go, or do they get to defend their tower earlier?
It's still okay for Lilgun because they forced Armel back, and they got all of their heroes here, plus got a kill. It's not that big of a deal that you got a small kill, because you're still controlling the part of the map that you want to, and the enemies aren't pressuring anything else.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're not losing anything in this trade.
Yep.
Just not really gaining too much either. Small baby steps. Age has expired as well. Fnatic have waited their time. Back to being mere immortals again. Sorry, mere mortals, that is.
Armel's ability to read the map has been really, really good in this one.
AP charging in. Tries to find Say. We'll find the Enchantress. They quickly just blink on top of this hero. They want to make sure that they get this kill. Has escaped their claws a couple of times before in this game.
Bat knew that there was a ward there. As soon as he went... Oh, they will go for more. As soon as they saw the bat on the ward on top, they went for a play. And then as soon as the bat saw that his guys died, he knew that he needs to search for a ward. So he found it there with his gem. But now he's the one being hunted. That gem, taking it away from Lilgun, would be huge.
Potentially would. This is a very long wraparound from Fnatic. All the way to the tier 1 tower. KP inside the trees. Gabby will finish off the tower for himself. They are right behind enemy lines. So if they were to rush into the TA, they'd be in for an ill surprise.
Oh, they see him. They see him.
He will be KB and actually go for the lasso on DJ. Might have the damage to do it all by himself. And he does.
Nice reaction coming out from him, considering that he didn't have any vision of what was going on and he was right on top of a ward. It's actually good. It's really good that he managed to react there. The micro skills, the mechanical skills from Lilgun have been really on point in this game.
11 rolling in, but does get initiated on first with no BKB, no save available. 4-2-3 coming in with the Wukong's command, looking for more. Tusk is going to be falling, and Fnatic still up with all 4 heroes. Despite the next assassin being out of this fight, it's a bit of a broken initiation from Lilgun. Now they finally get in. Armel pinned to the wall. KP inside the arena. Armel needs some help, needs some backup, but nobody to save him today. But at least Gabby and Januel able to get out of harm's way for now.
And they get themselves out. SC did manage to recover the gem, so not allowing his battery to lose that one. Weird interaction. The Tusk came in with the snowball, but he couldn't click on the battery to get him into the snowball. If he had, this fight could have been even worse for Fnatic. But it's just something that people still aren't used to playing against the Pulverized. The spell is just way too weird to do a lot against. Beautiful.
Oh dear. Oh dear, Mars. Good stun from DJ there. Carapace and Impale both on the spot. Ikigai nowhere to go. And an easy cleanup here for Gabby.
DJ hasn't been having the best of games, but he is still trying to find something for his team, and that's a really, really big kill. A pickoff that allows all of your heroes to come back, and you'll also have time to push out the waves and prepare for the next fight. So it really does change the flow of the game because they brought down the Mars.
There is good reason why Fnatic has been holding on to a player like DJ since 2017. He's probably the one of the oldest members of a professional team in the entire competitive scene, especially from the Southeast Asia region. He's probably the longest lasting player in the same team in Southeast Asia.
You talked about the inconsistency of mid laners, but yeah, the Southeast Asia players sometimes aren't consistent, but the one who has been consistently crushing it has been DJ, and in games like this, it is shown because he has a bad game, but he doesn't let it phase him because he's still finding some impact for his team, and that's what a great player does.
Radiant's bottom tower is demolished.
Lilgun now moving around the Roche pit area. They have a Wild Wing Ripper inside the pit. They know Roche is up. Gabby has been spotted.
He has Lincolns.
We also now get information about the Moonlight Shadow being used. Lilgun can opt to wait a few seconds longer. At some point, they're going to realize it's ran out. No longer the duration for the Invis. And now Fnatic. Wraparound smoke. This is the classic, the mirror movement. Soon, Lilgun is going to take over the Dire half. And Fnatic is going to be in the triangle when that happens.
But Lilgun needs to deal with the bottom lane, and this is the problem. There's so many range creeps in the siege and 2 siege creeps there, so Lilgun might be forced to do something about that one. We'll see if they're happy with just waiting it out, but their tier 3 will take solid amounts of damage.
And as soon as somebody goes there, that could also be a ticket for Fnatic to go to the Roche pit, or if there's any Lilgun remnants still around the area, they could just jump them. Leshrac, meanwhile, he's pushing the mid tower with the Diabolic Edict, and still no reaction. Lilgun now finally deciding we can actually go Roche. DJ looks for the stun, and here we go. Arena popped as well. KP with Ikigai, with N423. They're all BKB'd off. They're all yellow on their screens right now. And they finish off DJ with the initiation, but that is both ultimates used and all the cores alive on the side of Fnatic. Can they still do it? They can force Lilgun away from the Roche pit at least.
You can't wait for the next. He doesn't have a buyback, but he'll be back before the BKBs and the ultis are up. So you don't really have to commit too much if you're a Lilgun. Just poke. If you're a Fnatic, just poke and don't allow the enemies to get Roche.
We'll go into the pit. Enchantress has been arrowed up. There is a Hellbear Smasher in between. They were hoping for some Sideblade spill connections inside the pit. Not going to happen this time. The bottom lane has also defended itself by now. 3,500 left on Roshan. The charge to block them away. They can't actually push through. Flamebreak will push them again. Another one. 2,000 HP on Roche. They need to go. Armel, Gabby. Refresher being used. KP charging in with another BKB available. They're going to go through the Roche. It's going to be taken. Snatched by 11. KP is going to be falling. And there's the Aegis popping. Enchantress coming back into the fight as well. Now Jandal battling against Ikigai. Ikigai will be taken down. KP with 90 HP. Still living. Armel in the middle of battle. Going to get the stun into Monkey King from DJ. DJ able to keep him down. 4-2-3 gone. And SC and Ace, they're both going to be running out of this one. And now chasing 11. Jandal finally taken down. They're battling inside the jungle. 11 about to drop again for the second time. And that will be Fnatic cleaning house. And they've seen the Enchantress as well. Les has been battling these two heroes for quite some time. He wants Bombi. He wants to tear him apart. And chasing him down with the Bloodstone. Has the regeneration. What can you do? Gabby takes down Ace. And he actually lets the Enchantress go. He's like, I don't give a damn what you do. I'm going to do some styly moves here. I'm going to go back and forth. Charge back in. And KP steals the kill. But it's a team wipe.
Yeah, it definitely is. And actually, I mean, 11, he salvaged it for his team because he stole the Aegis. But the thing is that Lilgun just didn't have enough to fight with. You don't have the Wukong's command, you're not going to win. The Aghanims from the Monkey King helps a bit. The Monkey Warrior is being spawned, but it is just not the same. Without the armor there, you cannot sustain through all of the damage coming out from Fnatic. And there it is, they break the game. First Roche doesn't go their way, second Roche doesn't go their way, even the third one, and through all of that they still win it with the awful start that they have. So Fnatic proving here they're definitely the better team than Lilgun, and I don't know what needs to happen for Lilgun to beat them.
Years of experience against top teams most likely, but you're not going to get that in the course of one Dota game. Fnatic showing why experience shines once again. The perseverance, they took a long time. They're able to get themselves back on board. And now this lead, it's almost impossible to come back from this now. You can see that this game was about 50-50 for a very long time in this game. Now it's 93-7.
Yeah, Fnatic overtaken everything. Their item choices again are on point. Really, they went for double Lincolns. They have a Lotus Orb on the Mirana. This refresher on the Primal Beast, understanding that when he has his BKB up, that he's always gonna be able to escape, and that is something that Lilgun just can't deal with. They need a refresher on the Monkey King. They need the double Wukong's command for sure.
The MLS, KP linking in towards 11. Tinker wards placed down. They're spreading very nicely. It will wear out his Blacking Bar duration. Armel trying to keep the wave pushed in. The entire Lilgun team inside those trees.
You could see how they positioned on Fnatic because they saw that the fight wasn't gonna go well and that Lilgun positions themselves well. So everyone in Fnatic moves back and Armel stands his ground. Everyone knows you cannot kill this Lash from 100 to 0. So Lilgun, they're not even gonna attempt to do it. Very nice movement from both teams there. In the end, there's not gonna be a fight.
So what do you do? How can Lilgun still turn this to their advantage? Monkey King lives like throughout the entire fight.
Level 25 Monkey with the refresher makes a difference. He is going for an Abyssal Blade, so they're going all in on killing the Lesh.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an approach, but Armel feels untouchable right now, especially if he gets given a Lotus Orb as well.
Another arrow, not quite gonna connect. 4-2-3 in the trees. DJ ready to blink in on command. He could just blink stun attempt and force out the BKB of the Monkey King and even give a life away for that. He does have a buyback if I still saw correct. No, actually doesn't have a buyback right now because it did buy out. He's just finished off a Yule Scepter.
Good time for a smoke.
I just saw them as well. That was a good time to poke in out of the high ground because he just seen where they are. 11 also spotted by KP. With that quick onslaught, Gabby waiting in the bottom lane. But he could also teleport to a trap. He's ready to go in. He's got one trap inside the base too, which they need to be careful for. And here he already is. He's ready to join his team for SC to fall. Will look for the Nyx Assassin kill, but it's starting to get really difficult for Lilgun. Tusk almost down. Tusk about to be taken down, and he is. 4-2-3 buying back. Gabby still happy with the way this fight's going. Armel, he's so tanky right now. Look at this Monkey King. Desperation to kill this Leshrac. Leshrac not getting a lot of HP out because this Monkey King is just immune as well. Armel to be killed. 95 seconds gone. Gabby still battling against the Batrider. Silence comes out as well. And cuts down yet again another hero. Down to 2.
And then there was one. Ooh, what a
that was
cool
actually a
attempt
trap
play.
kill from Gabby. Nice. I was wondering what was going on there, but yeah, Gabby had another trap set in the backline. He just teleported to and took down the Tusk.
I don't know if you saw the Force Staff. He saw the Monkey King jumping through the trees, and he wanted to cut the trees with the Force Staff before the Monkey even connected on it. And he was just one tree short of catching the Monkey King as well. That would have ended the game.
KP pulverizes 4-2-3's Courier as well for some style points, and that is GG. That's 2-0 for Fnatic. Lilgun, unfortunately, another defeat for them.
Oh man, Fnatic at the end there, I really liked how they know how to approach about ending the game. So they took the bottom Raxes, they took the mid Raxes, but the tier 2 on top is still standing, and they know that that tier 2 is a place where Lilgun are gonna try to mount up a fight, but they don't care. They have an Axe on the TA. She's always gonna be able to connect, and they're just pushing in the mid lane and the bottom lane, waiting for a reaction for Lilgun. If Lilgun were in their base, they would take down the tier 2. If Lilgun, on the other hand, decides to fight, Fnatic are ready for it. So very, very nice approach there towards ending the game, and really a nice approach to the game as well. You lose the early game, you lose every I don't want to say every lane, but almost every lane, and you still come back into the game with pure movement. So it goes to show that this team knows what it's doing.
Yeah, for sure. Fnatic very ready for this one. Showing why they're one of the top teams still in SCA, maybe even the top team. But for the current time being, the roster's looking good. You know, the players are feeling happy about themselves. They haven't really been met with a big challenge yet. I guess Lilgun did offer them a bit of a fight in game number 1, but the second one, it did feel like maybe Lilgun is starting to run out of tools a little bit here as well. I mean, at least the laning stage went a bit better, and for Lilgun, still a lot of things to kind of learn from. I mean, they are sitting at pretty much at the bottom of the groups with another loss. They're at 3-9 after this series, and so Unity, Geek Fam, Xerxia, they all just need one individual map victory, and they're already tied up with Lilgun. So there has to be a change with them, but they still have plenty of games to go. I think they have 1, 2, 3. They still have 3 series after this, but not too much about this one. We are going to be heading over to our next series, which is going to be Execration versus Geek Fam. So we'll exactly see how is Geek Fam going to accept their challenge today. What about Execration? What is their form looking like? We'll see that after the break.